the like you talk about how like the most maybe infamous scene is when Tommy walks out, or Johnny rather walks out.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
How long did it take to get that shot?
That the Ohio Mark scene is really the pivotal moment in the room. You can show that to a 7-year-old and 80-year-old, and they watch that and they have abject shock and then joy on their face, and they have questions, and it's what does what every scene in a movie should do to some capacity, but it really takes your breath away for better or for worse. And yeah, we did 36 takes on that because Tommy was coming out of the outhouse. He was trying to hit his mark. He was trying to say mark, and they're trying to get him to look up because I'm supposed to be sitting off camera. So Tommy's very engaging in a personal appearance, when he's on stage and he can move freely. But here he had to like specifically hit quote unquote marks, and he was just wasn't his day. So people were just like losing their minds. They thought it was like a skit, but it was deadly serious. And at the very end, I gave Tommy a water bottle because I was sitting off camera for so long. I drank like 2 or 3 bottles of water. And so I went up to him like, hey, you always love props. You always love, objects and passion. Take this, and you're upset, throw it or something. And he did that. And that take, we're like, we got it. It was like, hit his mark, said mark, oh, hi, Mark, threw the water bottle. It's just, we really worked hard on that scene. And I'm so glad we didn't just like think it was an insignificant moment.
No, definitely not. I mean, it's got to be one of the most infamous scenes I think of all time. In your book, The Disaster Artist, which is available, of course, anywhere you buy books, and the Audible book, which is hilarious, which is available on Audible. You talk about these moments where it's like so many crazy things are happening on set, and the crew is like trying to conceal their laughter. While you're on set in those scenes, I mean, how are you feeling? I mean, outside of just overwhelmed, how are you feeling, in that kind of moment? And also, like, I think in your defense too, you know, I've heard a lot of talk about, why would any of these people agree to this project? Um, you know, you got to work. I mean, you need to make money too. Um,
Yeah, actually some of the crew that was working on it, they were working on Terminator 3 as well. So those are the two movies filming nearby at that time. And we were filming at a really well-known camera equipment rental shop who we took over their parking lot.
yeah, Burns and
And
Sawyer, right?
so yeah, and so a lot of people like in town knew about that because that's where like Michael Jackson would go there to get cameras. So when they got hired, I think some of them were like, oh, this is something, hey, this is through Burns and Sawyer. And then they quickly realized it's a whole different experience.
Well, can you explain why Burns and Sawyer kind of allowed this to happen? Because it's a very interesting financial aspect to that.
Yeah, so Tommy, he's has a very unique set. Um, he buys everything. So he bought all of his own equipment.
Which for those outside of the industry is abnormal. You typically do not buy equipment, you rent it from a studio or a production house.
Yeah, because things are changing so frequently. So he bought all of the equipment, the Apple boxes, the stands, like a full studio set of equipment. Um, and so they were like, okay, this is a unique way of doing it, Tom. This guy is he's bold. So he just kept buying lenses. And so I think the more he went on, he's like, I want to film here. This is perfect. And so they were like, hey, this guy's on property. He's buying stuff every day. Let's keep him on property. And so they were supporting him to make this movie because it was so beneficial for them as well. Because they literally had somebody who wasn't renting equipment, he was buying all the equipment from them.
Hey everyone, if you like this video and you want to see more, hit right down below, like and subscribe. And if you want even more Scareworks, visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/Scareworks.